Hey, this is Herald Sports Writer Manny Navarro, joined again by Mr. Andre C. Fernandez. It's playoff time, baby.
My name?
I said Mr. Andre C.
Okay.
All right, Andre
Don't forget
C.
the C.
C is for champion in the playoffs, right? That's what it's for.
I hope.
All right, let's make our playoff picks, Dre. Let's get it started quickly here because we got a lot of games to cover. Thursday night, Hialeah, Coral Gables, first round, Tropical Park. Who you got?
I'm going with Gables because I think, like I said in our other show, I think the depth there was obvious last week. Greg Howell might have a big game. Hialeah will hang in there because they have some firepower on offense with Alan Edward and Henry Bussey, those guys. But I think Gables, they've done too much this season to see them go out in one shot only.
I'm in agreement. I think Gables won a playoff game last year. They'll do it again this year. All right, Flanagan, Deerfield Beach. Deerfield undefeated, 7:30 kickoff Friday. What you got?
Fantastic game. I mean, probably the best game involving two Broward teams this week. Before I went into Deerfield last week, I think I was kind of leaning towards Flanagan, but after what I saw the Bucks do against St. Thomas, I think they have the experience from last season, and they know how to handle themselves in the elements over there in case it does rain like crazy again. I'm going with Deerfield.
I know it's in the same county, but it's still a long ride up to
is.
Deerfield. So I'm giving Deerfield the home field advantage this week. They should win that game. All right, Monarch, Miramar. This is another Broward matchup in 8A. Who you got?
Monarch, congratulations, making the playoffs finally, and they have some good weapons on offense, but to me, they haven't seen a defense like this yet, and I think
Welcome to the dark side.
Exactly, and I'm going with the Patriots.
We're in agreement again. All right, Region 4, 8A, the team right here, North Miami, hosting Columbus. Dre, this Columbus team hasn't been a typical Columbus team. This North Miami team has not been a typical North Miami team. Who wins?
Well, I mean, Columbus is the playoff veteran here. There's no doubt about it. They've been there the last 2 years. They've been the state semifinalists. This is the Cinderella story here. But I'll tell you why I'm going with North Miami. And I think it's not only their explosive, up-tempo offense, I think it's their defense. And I think their defense is going to cause problems. They're going to put some pressure on Columbus, on Tucker Byrne. They're going to force Columbus to run. If Columbus can run the football, that's the only way the Explorers survive. But if they can't, I think the Cinderella story continues.
Yeah, I think Cinderella lives another week. I'm picking North Miami as well. Southwest, South Dade, Tropical Park. Dre, Southwest, of course, losing for the first time. South Dade looked pretty good in that win over Homestead. Who do you got?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, this is one of the more entertaining games, to be honest. I mean, I know Southwest looks like the best chance District 15's had ever to win a playoff game. It'll be close. Great quarterback matchup. But I give the slight nod to the Bucks. I think South Dade's a little deeper. They have that playoff experience, and Render and those guys will edge past them.
Yeah, South Dade was supposed to win this region. I'm picking them as well. Belen and Killian. This is a quarterfinal down at Harris Field. Killian, the story in the second half of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. If North Miami was the entire season, Killian's turnaround's been a big headliner for us, no doubt. And I think it doesn't end here. I think they continue. Their defense continues to play well, and they take care of Belen.
Yeah, Rich Stewart's team just not good enough this year to do it. West Boca Raton at Ely. Dre, which Ely team are we going to see? The one that can win another playoff game and move up around?
I think we're going to see the good one. I think they're on a roll right now for a reason. Things are clicking. Their athletes have really come together and done a good job. And you know what? I wouldn't have done it a week ago, but after seeing what they did to Dillard, I think they are going to survive one more round at least.
All right. Boyd Anderson taking on Palm Beach Dwyer. Dwyer, the number one team in 7A. This is a mountain of a challenge.
I'm sorry to Wayne Blair and those guys. I don't know what's happened over there this year. I mean, it's been a young team. It's been a disastrous year, and I mean, it's Dwyer. They're 10-0 for a reason. Agreement.
Miami Springs, this is an interesting one. They get in the playoffs for the first time. They get a St. Thomas team that's reeling a little bit, but I don't know that Springs can do this.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, again, it's a similar, congratulations to Springs. There was a tough road 2 years ago. They finally got back. It's a start of something good for them. But Aquinas, if anything, Aquinas is angry now. So
I agree. They're going to take out their frustrations on Springs. Plantation taking out American. These teams met last year. Plantation, pretty easy time of it. Corey Bell was there scouting Plantation for a half before their game was called. Who do you got?
Closer game than last year. That's for sure. I think they can really put a dent in the Plantation this year. But I am going to go with the Colonels. I think if Chris Lamons makes all the plays, I think they'll pull it off. Kind of the same way Trayon Gray got Carroll City past them last week.
Yeah, Plantation gets healthy this week and gets their rematch with Aquinas. I'm in agreement. Boynton Beach Central, 7 o'clock, 7:30, Traz.
Yeah, Boynton Beach, great job this year. Senior-laden team that's had a good season, but Central's in another level.
Yeah, we agree there. Carroll City, Dillard. This is an interesting one.
Carroll City and Dillard, yeah, I mean, a good crosstown matchup. Intriguing story because which Dillard team is going to come out? The one that got blasted last week or the one that won 7 in a row? But honestly, I don't think it matters. I think Carroll City will find a way to pull out a very close game. Trayon Gray's had a big year. It's not going to end now.
I think Trayon and company fall in this one. I think Dillard comes back and rebounds this week. Let's go through these quickly. Lely, American Heritage.
Yeah, I think Heritage doesn't have a problem here. This Heritage team looks like a potential state champion.
Agreement. Gibbons, Immokalee.
It was a tough one before Bender got hurt. Now with Bender hurt, even tougher. I'm going with Immokalee.
Gulliver, U School.
I think U School sets up the matchup with Booker T the next week.
Pahokee at Westminster Christian.
Interesting one there because Pahokee is better, but still not what they used to be. And this is the most talented team Westminster's ever had. I think the Warriors pull off a close one.
Chaminade, Cardinal Newman.
Tough year for Chaminade. I know Marcelo will have things turned around by next year, but I'm going to go with Steve Walsh's Cardinal Newman squad.
Delray Village Academy, Champagnat.
The only other undefeated team outside of Booker T in Dade County this year. And they roll.
He's bragging.
A little bit. They roll in this one.
Dade Christian, Bell Glades, Glades Day.
Yeah, I think Dade Christian, young team, like we've said before, Coach Sonneborn rallies the troops, and I think they earn their rematch with Champagnat.
Last one, Bell Glade, Glades Central, Booker T, Saturday night at Travis.
Number 1 team in the nation, gets their quarterback back. I can't go against Treon. Besides, Glades Central's not what they used to be.
Ice Harris is winning another state title. That does it for the first round. See you next week.